About 4 months ago, I did the unboxing of a water distiller, which I use for my CPAP. This is where the base where the water goes into, and it's got a heater here at the bottom which heats up the water. And here is where where it goes up to. It has a fan over here on top with coils going around it to cool the water off and condenses it, and it comes out here. Now, when I first got this, I was trying to figure out where the charcoal filter goes, and I was thinking it goes here first because this is the first one I ever had and I didn't understand it. But if you take this here out, you will see in here is where the old one is. I forgot to change it 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that was the old one that was used. And this one here is a charcoal filter. I got a couple of them that came with it. And they're very easy to get on eBay, Amazon, wherever you go. So I got 2 here. They should last me another 6 months, 7 months. So I just put this in here, fold it in there, and then just replace it over here. And as you can see, it's where the condensed water comes out of to be filtered into here. Okay. Now this just after this gets filled up with water, you just put this on top here. Then it's got 2 plugs here. This one here is for the fan, which goes on top. All right. And this one here goes into the electrical outlet. And then over here, you got the on and off switch. And the red light is on. So it doesn't matter if you fill it up 3/4 of the way, halfway, or all the way. No matter how much water you have in here, whether it's half full, 25% full, 80% full, or 100%, it doesn't matter. When the water is empty out of it, it will shut itself off automatically. So if you leave it on overnight, it will shut off automatically. And that's what I like about it. You can probably make distilled water on a stove in a pot with the cover turned upside down and a bowl sitting in the middle of it. But due to the fact that I'm getting absent-minded in the last couple of years, I didn't want to take the chance on forgetting it. Now here is what the water goes into. What you do is I fill this up with water, pour it in there, and then I set this here up so it sits directly here. Now, as you can, I don't know if you can see this. You see the way that's tilted towards here a little bit? What I do here then is I take the cover, is I put it underneath here, so like a wedge. Over there, so like a wedge. This way it leans into it a little bit more, and I can turn that in there to make sure it stays there. After that's been turned on, I want to make sure this here fits on there correctly underneath here, So I get all the drops of water condensing out of it into here. And as far as my review on it goes, I don't have to be running to the store in the dead of winter to get more distilled water for my sleep pap, because I can't always fall asleep at night, and you need water in there that's distilled instead of tap water to make it run more efficiently. Using regular tap water maybe once every 10, 12 months is one thing, but you can't be doing that every night, because the machine has to be running efficiently, and you get those stains on in the reservoir using tap water. That's why in your coffee machine, usually you have to use chemicals to make sure it's clean. Vinegar, that's it, white vinegar. You have to use white vinegar to clean it out all the time, because it goes through a process through City Hall to clean it up. And whatever they're using, it kind of leaves that stain in the tap water going through the pipes, and plus it's going through lead pipes. That's why you have to leave it running for 20 minutes, because it stays in the lead pipes for so long, which isn't healthy for the body. That's why they recommend that you run cold water for 20 seconds to get clean water. But still, even after you do that, you still have to use vinegar in the coffee maker to clean the pipes out of it. And that's not very good or efficient for the CPAP machine. This is why I recommend using distilled water. I admit up front it cost me $70 up front, but I don't have transportation to go to a store whenever I want. I usually have to walk there, which during the warm months is fine, weather permitting, but in the dead of winter, when you got snow on the ground, I don't have access to go to the store whenever I want to. So this comes in handy, where I don't have to worry about doing that no more. Because if I buy several gallons of distilled water, I'm going to have some place to store it in. And I live in a small apartment. And because I live in a small apartment, I don't have room to be storing all the distilled water I need for the winter months, for when I'm using the CPAP. So all I really need is the distiller, water distiller, and just this, and then use it as needed. It's convenient for me. And somebody wants me to do a review on it after 4 months of unboxing it. It works for me. It's convenient for me. It may be convenient and easy for some people out there, but not for everybody. It depends on your particular needs. But if you don't have it in your budget to get one, that's fine. If you live close to a store where you can go out there and get distilled water for whatever you're using it for, like a CPAP or something, that's fine. But if you're like me And long term, I'm saving some money, depending how much longer I have to live, which I'm hoping will be the next 20, 30 years. So long term, I'm saving a few dollars. And I have the immediate convenience in the dead of winter of not having to go out in the store when I don't have access to transportation. So, in my opinion, a distilled water machine is great for me. Now, I'm sure there's probably somebody out there who will say, great, I want to get one. But it depends on the person, what the person's needs are, and what's in their budget. If you can save a few dollars to get one, and if you don't always have transportation to go out in the dead of winter to get one, get a gallon or two of distilled water, or have a place to store a lot of it to last throughout the winter, then I recommend you get one as long as you have it within your budget. Don't put yourself out if it's not in your budget. Wait until after it's in your budget, and if it's a necessity where you would need one. And when I go traveling where I have to take my CPAP with me, I make sure I have a couple of bottles of the distilled water. I set aside a couple of empty bottles which I fill for the time I'm traveling, where I'm almost spend like a few days away from home. I have enough to last me for a few days. I make sure of it. And this will come in real handy. And if you're going away, you either take some with you or just go to a store near the place where you'll be staying and get it. Either way, the water distiller machine is great, where you're going to spend most of your time at home, and it comes in real handy. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day, and I hope this was very helpful for you. Thank you.